YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back with some more Total War Rome 2 online. This time I'm playing as Sparta, and my opponent is playing as the Seleucids. The map is a kink, meaning that one of us is going to get a fantastic kill bonus, in this case, my opponent. But he's chosen a very, very odd army, there you can see. And we'll see how that turns out for him, and as you can see I've chosen kind of a trolley Spartan army here with mostly pikes, a crap load of slingers, a couple of cav units for good measure, and a couple of Royal Spartans. And the Royal Spartans are just to hold cav and reinforce any weak points that might show up in my pike phalanx. And essentially my strategy is pretty straightforward. I'm going to use the mobile noob box because, to be quite frank, what else can Sparta do? They don't have any sword infantry. Hoplites really aren't good at much other than holding enemy units, and Sparta's got no cav that can really do any striking. And their skirmishers are weak. Cheap, but weak. So Sparta doesn't have a lot of options, and I'm immediately under fire from his ballista, and his ballista do get a fair few kills. I don't know how much these guys cost, we'll go look later and we'll find out whether it was worth it, but you can see he's already got 19 kills after a couple of volleys, and he's got 4 elephants. 4 elephants. This idea would be okay versus a sword faction, but against a pike faction, it's kind of suicide to bring this many elephants and not really have the tools to be able to get them in. I mean, you got a couple of peltists. I don't see what the point in those were. And then you've got a couple of thorax pikes up here. Shouldn't they be down here, guarding the front of your stuff at least? I don't know. This just, nothing made sense here to me. My opponent got this stuff, put it in the middle of the forest on the side of the hill here, sat there and didn't move a muscle. Now, if that's the way he wants to play, that's fine. He bought the game. He can play it however he wants. I'm just saying it's strange. In any case, I'm going to move up my little Spartan troll army. Check it out. It'll probably look cool on the minimap. Yep, the mobile Spartan box. Yeah, I don't know what else strategy-wise you could really do with Sparta. And even this is risky because, yeah, I've got a ton of slingers. Fantastic. But they're not very good. So they're just helot slingers with only 16 attack. The Royal Spartans, for the cost, are really not that good either because they have the encourage ability. So I probably should have just brought some standard Spartan hoplites. It would have been more cost effective, but whatever. I was like, I'll bring Royal Spartans because it can support the morale of these pikemen. And these are just, these are Spartan pikemen, not the perioikoi pikemen. So these are a little better. These are kind of similar in strength to African pikes, but cheaper. And I start throwing slinger stones in here, trying to kill his ballista from a distance, thinking that it would happen easily, but the ballistas themselves actually act as kind of a missile shield, and his men don't get killed very quick. Or at all, for that matter, because they're in a forest. So then he decides to charge his elephants. And so for those of you who still think elephants are overpowered or whatever, I'm going to show you a really easy way to deal with elephants. Now that, of course, is if your opponent makes the mistake of charging them headlong into pikes, but I'll show you what happens when that happens. Yeah, that's some dead elephants. And look, I brought up my second line of pikes so that if he did pierce through, he gets killed on the second line. So in case you were wondering, charging elephants dead on into pikes and skirmish fire is a bad idea. So my opponent, right there alone, just lost about 6,000 talents worth of his army. And at this point, I've got his light cav pinned down on the flanks with my citizen cav. Sad, but light cav is just as good as citizen cav. And what's my opponent going to do at this point? He can't outflank me. He threw away his elephants. He can't do anything. He brings these pikemen up. He's going to try and fight me with them. He's got his peltists throwing javelins at me. That's all fine, but I got a second line of pikes, so he's not going to have enough javelins. And his thorax pikes, while they're... Actually, his thorax pikemen are exactly the same as a Spartan pikeman, really, in stats. Yeah, I think they're the same. Yep, so my Spartan pikemen are cheaper, and... Well, maybe not cheaper. I don't know what the price of thorax pikes is. I need to look. My Spartan pikemen should win this. And if they don't, I've got more units of them. I'm getting hit with javelins there, so probably not going to win it there. Here, his guys got out of pike formation for whatever reason. Looks like they're going to reform here. But yeah, his pikemen really don't have a chance because I can now outflank them as well, and I've got pikes on his flank right here. And then I've got Royal Spartans into his flanks over here, pushing through the dead elephants in order to get to these pikemen. So, no idea what my opponent was thinking here. But hey, at least you got to see me play as Sparta. And again, not trying to be mean, it's just that this is a strange army to bring. And really didn't stand a chance from the beginning against my army. Got my slingers firing at his peltis, but his guys have shields, and these woods really provide a great cover. My guys are having almost no effect on his skirmishers. Killing this pikeman from the flank. And then I wrapped up his general over here, which was in a shield bearer, with my own hoplites and pikes. And then my opponent quits. It's like, really? You bring 4 elephants, you bring artillery, you get the hill advantage, and then you quit. Right before I was going to win, and clearly win. I went on a rant last time about why you shouldn't quit the game. Again, don't call my opponents names. There's no need for it. That's not what I'm here to do. I am here, though, however, to encourage better behavior than this. It is a game. There is no code of honor. There is no oath that you are sworn to. So if anybody wants to say, it's a game, they don't have to do whatever they want. It's just a game. I know. I'm asking, out of the kindness of my heart, for other people to please just play the game and play it happily. If you lose, you lose. It's okay. I hate to break it to some of you folks out there, but sometimes in life, you're going to lose. Whether it's a video game, or whether it's at work, or whether it's in your personal life, you're going to lose from time to time. And quitting is not really the best option. So if it is just a video game, and you paid for it, and Air can't tell you what to do, and I'm not going to get on to you, and again, I'm encouraging my fans not to call this guy names or anything else, because that's not what I want. I'm just encouraging you all to get over it. It's okay if you lose. Admit it. It's fine. Learn from it. Move on. Enjoy it. Laugh at it. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do from it. Air loses a lot. Sometimes in real life, too. But, it's okay. You can deal with it. Anyway, that's enough serious air. Hope you all enjoyed the battle. Please don't quit your battles. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.